Hey guys, it's Hot or Not Thursday, and today we're going to talk about a brand new palette that just hit the shelves at Sephora. This one right here from Kat Von D. It's the Chrysalis Palette. They have two of these. They both have butterflies with some lovely skull action, keeping it edgy. One is this purple, more cool tone one with some really fun colors inside of here. The other one is more on the neutral side of things, which recently I've been buying a lot of neutral tone palettes. I thought, hey, it's time to step out of my comfort zone of being like the neutral girl for right now. I mean, gosh, I go through all these phases. When I first started YouTube, I was in like this colorful, everything color phase. Then I went more into a neutral zone, and now I'm kind of craving doing some tutorials that are a little more evening, party appropriate, and just playing with color again. So I thought this would be a great way to get in the mood for that type of a thing. And you guys will have to let me know, what type of looks are you after? What should I do with this palette right here? Because I already wore the purple tones here in my Wednesday and Tuesday video. And then I am also wearing this middle section right here, mainly this minty gray, interesting green tone color right here that is matte. It is what is all over my lid right now, with this in the crease here. I'm wearing that on my eyes at the moment. I've been really playing around with this guy right here. I really usually kind of pass by the line. I don't know why. I mean, the packaging's really pretty, the stuff looks pretty, but I always go somewhere else. I'm always like over at YSL or Bare Minerals, or just, you know how it is in Sephora, you have like your favorite little areas that you check out. But this one just kind of like jumped out at me. It was like, buy me. I'm beautiful. You love purple. You love butterflies. Buy me. They had literally just put the palette out. Like, I feel like I was the first one to touch the palette. It was like just like, oh, and then I was like, ooh, and like start swatching and playing. And right away I noticed that the pigmentation was that perfect kind of smooth, creamy, blendable but intense pigment, which I really do like. There is a little bit of fallout with this palette. That is a drawback of the texture. That's something that you have to kind of put up with if you want that softness in a shadow. So you definitely want to do your eye makeup first and then put on the foundation, because you will get just a little scattering underneath the eye. But let's run through the colors really quickly. The texture on all of them is great. The wearability is awesome. They do stay put, and I'm very pleasantly surprised by that. This first three set right here, this deep tone plum, is just stunning. Really easy to blend. You can wear this all over the lid. You could use this as a liner. Next door to it, we have this really intense metallic purple that is just absolutely amazing all over the lid, very transforming to any of your darker shadows, and just kind of brightens up the eye while still being smoky and dark and intense. This shade right here is kind of, you know, one of your more typical shades. It's a taupe metallic. It's smooth and soft and nice, and you can do a little highlighting with it. I like it. This one right here, magic. Magical magic. It's in my crease. It blends and buffs out beautifully. I think I will be reaching for this palette a lot just because of this particular shade. I'm all about transition tones. Those are my favorite. If it's done right, it just makes all the difference in the world for your entire shadow look. It's also really buildable. So you can get that extra intensity of color by just layering it up on the outer corner, which is really a flattering look on anyone. And then we have this kind of pewtery, beautiful metallic shade that's not quite silver. It has a little bit of a green undertone, which I think is gorgeous. Other favorite of the palette, these two right here. Oh my goodness, I have not found a shade like this. It is not quite mint, like it's not like this bright mint. It almost has a gray undertone, and the pigment of it is just absolutely wild. It is smooth and creamy without being chalky. It's just, oh my gosh, I am in heaven with this shade. I will be wearing this color a lot during the summer months. I think it is just light and bright and makes your eyes look so awake and beautiful, and I'm wearing it right now. Next to it, we have a gray that is just kind of, you know, it has a nice sheen to it, really beautiful. I do have a couple other shades like this in my collection that are similar, but it's still a nice shade, works well with, you know, these three right here. This color can be a little scary. It has to be blended and done right, but if it is done right, it can make such an impact and can look so stunning. Then we have, you know, this is not quite basic black. It has a little bit of a navy hint to it. Not so much that you would look at it on your eyes and be like, oh, that's navy, but it just has that kind of inky, deep navy tone to it that I really like. And look at that intensity. I barely patted my finger in there, and it's just through the roof. So For the shadows themselves, gorgeous, flawless, amazing, beautiful, love it. These 3 highlight shades up here, you can take these, you know, underneath the brow bone, all over the lid if you like, before you play with these shadow shades, or you could even take this pink tone, for instance, and highlight the face with it if you like. I don't really have anything other to say. You know, I just kind of wanted to run through the colors and tell you guys that the pigmentation, wearability, and color selection are all fantastic. They apply well, and I think the colors set together, like all those shades, work really well with one another. And if you're looking for a cool tone, kind of fun, funkier palette, then this one is great. I also am trying to get in the habit of letting you all know what is on my nails, because that seems to be like one of the #1 comments all the time. I am wearing Morgan Taylor in I'm Charmed. This reminds me a lot of Essie's Fiji, but it does not chip as quickly, and I am so in love with it. Morgan Taylor is the same brand I was wearing on my nails in my Get Ready With Me video, that kind of sparkly one. So this is a newer brand that I am playing around with. It's hot. I like it. Thought I'd let you know. That is that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to be wandering through Walgreens tomorrow. You guys, we did it. I got to film in Walgreens. They gave me the okay, and I went in there, and we're going to talk about best in beauty bargain products, so stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and make sure to come back tomorrow. All right. Bye, you guys. Mwah.